Butterflies, welcome to my Q3 recap. I know I haven't been that good. I have promised for like the last 4 or 5 recaps that I would maybe bring my show back. But I've pivoted a little bit, so you gotta stick with me on this while I catch you up on my life, tell you what I've been doing now for like podcasting stuff and all that good stuff. So I figured, let me just run down quickly what I've been up to in Q3. So first and foremost, I went with my niece to Las Vegas. That was her 16th birthday gift to go see Lady Gaga. So I tried to score tickets back months ago, and unfortunately the actual day that my niece's birthday is when Lady Gaga was performing at Madison Square Garden and going into the pre-sale queue, you know, the waiting room. There was 94,000 people in front of me during this pre-sale. There's no way, a snowball chance in hell, was I going to like actually be able to get any tickets. So I ended up finding tickets in Vegas, and we have family that lives out there, and I used all my JetBlue points and I flew our asses out there, and we had the best time. It was 112 degrees when we landed, and sweating our asses off. And of course it was like an early morning flight, so I was like, oh, well, I'll have my hair done and I'll have my outfit on. I'm not gonna put any makeup on, because why am I gonna fly 6 hours just and to waste good makeup, right? Wrong. I should have known better. Because, yes, in this, I have the short version and a taller version, and these are gonna be my new tools, just so you know. So I had it prepared. But I should have, not that it gives, like, I really don't give two shits, but I do, because I was like, oh. But we met a basketball player, Lance Stevenson. Let's start that again. Lance Stevenson. And he was super nice. He was on our flight to go out to Vegas because it was the NBA Summer League. And he mistakenly had left his headphones in his seat, and the airport or airplane cleanup crew was like trying to steal them. And I was like, that doesn't seem right. And I wish I grabbed them to be like, those are my friends. But I did not. So I went up to him at baggage claim. I was like, did you leave your headphones? And he was like, yeah. So they were trying to get them like located or whatever. And people kept coming up and asking to get pictures of him. So I'm like, he is a somebody. I just don't know who, and it's embarrassing. So I told him that. I was like, bro, who are you? Because I feel like I should know you since everybody's coming up. So he gave me his name, and I was like, so nice to meet you. Do you mind if I get a picture? Because obviously my brothers will be like, why didn't you get a picture? You know, blah, blah. So I got a picture. My niece got a picture. All that good stuff. So super nice. Then we had a little bit of a debacle with our rental car, which now marks Cayman Islands and Las Vegas rental car snafus during my travels this year. But it's all right. I made it work. We made it work. It was fine. So, so we did that, and then we did the Strip and lots of fun things there. We went to the Grand Canyon. We went to Nelson Town, like Ghost Town. We went to 7 Magic Mountains. We drove to California, all within a very full 4 days, and we did a lot. But the Lady Gaga concert was beyond phenomenal, and I surprised Hayden with a room at the Cosmopolitan the night of the concert, because I figured it would just be easier of like getting ready and going down to the venue, which is also on the Strip. It was just easier than driving back and forth to our family's house. So we went and stayed there and locked it in like so clutch. We were on the 58th floor, if not 59th floor, but I'm pretty sure it was 58th. With a view of the Bellagio fountain and the Strip and everything. It was just like absolutely phenomenal. And I only paid $158 because their economy is in the shitter because of some orange cretin that has assholes for eyes. So, I mean, we lucked out. It was fantastic, right? So I was like, oh my God, this is the best. We had such a great time. And we were like racing. I was like sweating because it's 100-something degrees out. And I wore this like sequined blazer thing. And it was just a moment. And I was like, oh, so hot. So when we got to the concert, I was like, Hayden, we have to get some water before we get to our seats. So we were standing in the line, and keep in mind, the only tickets I could get, and both of us did not care, were nosebleed seats. We've seen Gaga now 3 times together, and I've seen her a million times, so I was like, I don't need to get front row seats, whatever. this guy from the box office comes up and he's like, oh, are you guys sitting all the way up here? Yes, we are. How many of them are you, like, or how many are in your party, whatever? And I said 2. And he's like, would you like to sit closer? Yeah, sure. So he gave us 2 tickets, and I shit you not, they were phenomenal seats. So they were not the floor seats, it was just the second row up from like straight back from the stage, and the whole lighting crew and sound crew were right in front of us. Gaga's parents were down there. Hayden was like, I don't think those are her parents. I'm like, I know that gray hair anywhere, like the grayish white hair, that is her mother. Don't ever question me on it. So, hello, Germanata family, we saw you. And I have seen her at least 8 or 9 times, and this by far, not only for her concerts but any concert I've ever been to, hands down the best show. The production, the costumes, the lighting, obviously the talent of the dancers, to Gaga singing, I mean everything hands down was so fucking incredible. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. So we had a great time doing that. The rest of the summer, I pretty much like spent cleaning and organizing on the weekends. So I felt like I was working like 7 days a week, but gladly so. Like, I'm not even complaining. But I didn't really quite have a summer, it felt like. So I was working my full-time job and then going back to Cape Cod, where I grew up, on the weekends to do, you know, cleaning and organizing things. I did spend time with family and I got to do some fun things, but I was a willing participant in that, which is fantastic. And then come September, well, like August, September, I started a new podcast called Lip Service, and it's talking about my journey with lipedema. And I have finally gotten the diagnosis at the end of June from my doctor, and at the end of July had started doing occupational therapy, and my therapist is phenomenal. After like 4 business minutes of knowing each other, we were like besties, and she's been really great of like helping advocate for me and finding the proper resources to do all of that. So if you are interested in learning about what lipedema is, what my journey has been, it is on my YouTube page. It's called Lip Service. I have like a handful of episodes out right now, so definitely check it out if you guys want to get educated, learn more about it, understand like why I got arms like this, which I'm wearing this like Seinfeld looking shirt today, but like why my arms like this, my stomach, my thighs, my ass, my calves, everything, even like my puff ass, moon ass face, is because of a lipedema and my lymph nodes hating me. So there's that. But then what else did I do in September? I felt like I was going to tell you something cool that I did, but I don't remember. I don't ever remember anything I was going to say. It's the perimenopause too. I definitely have like brain fog 24/7 on top of like always being hot now and not sleeping well. So my brain is like massively glitching. But it is what it is. But I also took a family trip with my mother's side. Who else? Whatever. My dad's side's in Chicago. I'm going to see them next week. But yes, so my uncle lives on a farm out in Western Mass, like near the Berkshires. So my brother flew in from Chicago, and like the rest of like the fam went out there. We had such a great time. Hayden just turned 16, so she is old enough now to be our driver on the mule, which is like basically like an ATV 4-wheeler golf cart hybrid on crack. So she was our whole like chauffeur from house to house and driving down the roads and doing all this stuff. And we had a really nice weekend. It was a lot of fun. Played games, we cooked dinner, picked things like right off of the farm to eat. Like it was just like a really nice experience for sure. So been doing a lot of good things, like and like one of the biggest achievements, I am super proud of myself finally doing this, is my drum roll, because I don't have a drum kit right now. I paid off my student loans. Yeah, let's do that one more time. I paid off my student loans. Yes, I did. I paid off my student loans finally at the age of 40. Just shy of 41, and I am so fucking pumped. So now nobody can ever fucking talk to me again about paying one goddamn fucking nickel to any of these motherfuckers. I am done. I will never go back to school because I'm not trying to gain any more debt, but I'm like super fucking pumped. So, round of applause for me. I don't have my tiny hands right now, so these will suffice. See, I'm telling you, these were like the best. Oh, and you know where I got these from? My building that I work at had a Scholastic book fair, and it was strictly for the adults that work in the building, and I got many different things, like books for Christmas time for my nieces, and like all this stuff, and I'm like so pumped I have these now. And yes, I bought these explicitly for myself. Yeah. So I'm like so pumped. So I don't even know, like life has been good the last 3 months. Like I'm just, learning to like navigate now, having my diagnosis, like what I can do, and it's lymphatic drainage, and it's wearing compression garments, and it's doing all this stuff and caring for myself and taking time to like, put me first. And I have been doing that really since I started the Antisocialite, the Antisocial Socialite podcast about 5 years ago, which is crazy that I started it over 5 years ago. Insanity. And if you guys are still watching this after all this time, you guys are super fans, even though I lost 3 subscribers on YouTube. Maybe because you guys don't like my content anymore. It's not relevant. I don't care. I don't want you anyway. No, I'm kidding. No, but thanks for everybody that is tuning in or stalking me. Like, I'm a stalkable person. I have a really great life that you want to stalk. So anyway, I'm trying to think. I am going to Chicago in October. I'm going to Philly to see some of my LMG people in November, and go to Sean Kinsey's art show, which I have interviewed him on my show before. So make sure to check that out in the archive. Like it is like deep back. Like that was like a season 3 type shit interview, so yeah, like lots of good things. I will be 41 in November, all this stuff. So by the time I catch up with you guys again, we'll have a lot more to talk about. But thank you so much, my antisocial butterflies, for tuning in. I must go with my it's like a whole thing, with my Shakespeare Seinfeld shirt to go to work right now, and to go entertain, because we're having an event today at work. But I love you guys. I hope to see you guys soon, and continue like just being your great antisocial selves. All right, peace out.